So welcome back, people. I think everyone are doing good. Okay, this is the part two of the CMD command challenge, and we'll just begin. Okay, I don't need to waste your time. In the last video, I solved around 21 questions, and we will be starting from 22nd question. So there is 42 questions that I need to solve. Okay, so. It is saying print the number 1 to 10, 1 to 100 separated by spaces. How do you how do you print 1 to 100 separated by spaces? So basically, to print numbers, there is one more command that is called seq command. So seq command. So that will specify that we can specify that I need to print 1 to 100 by leaving space. 1 to 100 by leaving space. Okay, so this will basically work. So you can see that you got 1 to 100 in one line. Okay, so instead of what using seq, you can also use cho. This will also work similar to seq, only then we need to specify 1 2 and 1 double dots and 100. So line cho command not maybe okay, I need to go here. Cho command not found. Maybe it is not supporting, I guess. Okay, let's do one more thing. Instead of using these commands, let's use a for loop something. Okay, so for I in 1 double dots and 100, and for this do something that will be do just print it with what double quotes dollar I, then as they said we need to add spaces, then I leave spaces, then done. So this will basically print or work same like seq command. Okay, let's jump to the second challenge. That would be this challenge as text files that contain the phrases challenges are different. Delete these phrases from all text file recursively. So there is a word called challenges are different. I need to difficult. So I need to delete that. How to do? So there is one more command called sed command that you can use now. So sed, it is saying that you need to delete permanently, so I'm using -i. Then you need to specify that word, that will be challeng challenges, or difficult difficult. Then you need to say that I need to delete, so I'm using /d, that will basically delete. Then I need to find files from everywhere, that will be or current directory, that will be double star. Then I need to say that I don't know that file. I'm saying anything, but it should end with txt. So this will basically work same. Okay, sorry, work not work same, because this will basically this is what the use of sed command. Okay, so instead of using sed directly, you can use it with the find command also. You can specify find in the current directory. Then you can specify name that will start with anything, but which will be ending with a txt. Then you can, if you need to do operations, any operations, and you need to use exec argument, then you are doing one operation, that will be set operation. Then you are saying find this challenges challenges are difficult difficult. So then I need to say delete, so I'm specifying /d. Okay, so I need to close this. So this will basically work the same. Okay, let's jump into the next challenge. That says the file sum_me.txt as a list of numbers, one per line, print the sum of these numbers. So there is one more command which basically does not work in Linux. which is used to which will work in many servers, but Linux does not have command called JQ. So JQ command is basically called JSON command. So it is not used. We basically don't use it, but there is this command. This is a new command which I'm teaching. The JQ command is basically called JSON command. Then you need to specify yes. Then you need to specify what operation we are doing. We are doing add operation. We are summing it up. Then you need to specify the file name, that will be me.txt. So this will basically sum the numbers inside the file, and then it will print it. That will be 42 will be the sum. Instead of using this JQ command, we'll use a known command, that will be AWK command. Sorry, I was typing fast. Okay, AWK command. Then we need to specify that s is equal to s plus 1. So we are saying what s is equal to s plus 1, that will be $1. We are saying what count everything, then save it to s variable, then you need to print the s variable. Okay, in the given file which will be sum me.txt. So this will basically work the same as JQ command. If you get confused of using JQ, then you can use AWK command also. That will also work perfectly fine. Okay, let's jump into the next challenges. That is saying that print all files in the current directory recursively without the leading directory paths. That it's simple. It is simple that you need to print all the files. There is the directory also, but you don't need directory to be printed. You need only the file to be printed. For that, you can use find. Then you can specify the type, which will be f, and then you need to print the base name. Base name will be the file name, and slash we are ending it. So this will basically print the file names, not the directories. Okay, let's jump into the next challenges. Sorry. Okay, so rename all files, removing the extensions from them in the current directory recursively. So there is many files. Okay, there is many files. You don't know the name of that file, but we need to rename that file. You need to rename you need to rename that extensions like .txt, .docs. You need to rename every files. So when you are renaming, you can use move command, and then you need to specify everything in the current directory. Then you need to specify anything which will end with anything. That will basically rename. Okay, cannot move to device or resource busy. Okay, we'll use remove -rf, then star. Yeah, this will also basically remove everything. That will remove everything instead of renaming it. That will also work perfectly fine. Let's do that challenge again. So mv, then you need to specify everything, and a dot and a star. Maybe the server is busy. Okay, let's move to the next challenges. That will be using that will be the file in this challenges contains spaces. So there is a file that contains spaces, then list all the files in the current directory, but replace all this will be basically easy. So if you need to list something, we actually use ls to list. Now let's say there is a spaces in the file. There is a dot in the file or a full stop in the file, that should be replaced with spaces. So you need to use a tr, then you need to specify what dilemma you are searching, then what you are turning into. So there is a spaces, then you need to I was confused. Okay, there is spaces that should be converted into dot or a full stop. This will work perfectly. So there was a space here that was converted to dot or a full stop. Okay, this will also work perfectly fine. Instead of using this tr, you can also use sed command. Now let's say you're listing everything, then you use sed, then you are specifying that what there is a space. Okay, there is a space, find that and replace it with what dot. Okay, so this will basically find a space. This will basically find a space, and which will basically replace it with the full stop. I need to go here. Okay, so this will also print the output in the current format, correct format, not current. Okay, so let's go for the next challenge. So in this challenge there are some directories containing files with different extensions. So there is some directory that is contain different extensions. Print all the directories one per line without duplicating that content one or more files with .tf extensions. How do you do that? For this you can use a dir command, dir name, then dir name, then you need to specify everything, that will be double star, and then you need to specify a file type for file extension, that will be anything which will be ending with tf, then you need to sort it with -u, that will be unique. So this will basically list properly. Okay, let's move to the next challenges. That will be our 29th challenges. Okay, so in this it is saying there are a mix of files in this directory that start with letters and numbers. Print the file names of all the files that start with the numbers recursively. Okay, you need to print all the files which is starting with the numbers. That is what it is. So what I need to do, find, and you need to specify the directory, that will be current directory. Then you need to specify a type of file, that will be f, which is saying it is a file. Then you need to specify a name. I need to leave a space here. You need to specify a name that will be saying it will be starting from 0 to 9. Okay, and anything. Then you need to print it, that will be printf command. Then you are saying what %f, that will be basically to print. Okay, well, line by line. For line by line you need to use /n. So this will basically find a file in the current directory, name starts with 0 to 9 in the numeric, then it will print the file name. We did it. Okay, so you can see these files as is starting with numbers. Okay, let's go with the next challenges. So instead of using the find command, you can use directory base name -s. We need to use this argument, and we are specifying everything, and we are telling that it is starting from 0 to 9 and anything. So this, I need to go back, I guess. Yeah, I need to run this particular command in this. Okay, so this will also basically print the exact output. Okay, the next challenge is that we need to print the 25th line of the file. 25th line. Okay, you can't you can use ed command. If you need to use ed command, then you need to use a tile command as well. Okay, so let's say you are using ed command, then you are specifying 25th line, and then the file called face.txt. This will basically print. This will not basically print the file 25th line. You need to specify tile -n then 1. So these will basically print the 25th line. Okay, 25th line. Let's say I don't need to use this head and tail at once. I need to use a command which will basically do this operation in one go. That you need to use sed command, then you need to specify -n, then you need to specify which line, that will be 25th line. That p is nothing but to print the p25 will be the line name, then you need to specify a file name, that will be face.txt. this will basically print the 25th line. I guess you can't see that line. I cropped it out, so you can see that correct. You can see this. See, you can't see that, I guess. Yeah, I cropped it out. The output came well. If the output was not coming, then the challenges was remaining here itself. Yeah, you can see here. So you have a new challenge. Yeah, you can see it. This was the output. Okay. The next challenges will be what there is a file called reverse.me.txt in the current directory. There is some content that you need to reverse it. Basically, while we were coding using Python, we are printing it from length or something like that, if you need to print it from the last. But in this Linux, there is one command called TAC command. TAC command. This is one command that will do one operation that will reverse any content. I guess I thought this command in the Linux series. You can just go to that series and you can just check it out. So TAC, then you need to specify a file name that will be reverse me.txt reverse me.txt reverse. Okay, so this will basically print every content in reverse. You can see, yeah, you can see here, I guess. Yeah, you can see all the content is being reversed. Okay, so okay, let's go for the next challenges. That will be print the file face.txt, but only print the file instances of each duplicate line, even if the duplicate does not appear next to each other. You need to print the duplicate lines. Note that order matters, so do not sort the line before removing duplicates. You need to print the duplicate line, that's all. For that, you can use awk command. Then you can specify what you can specify C. Then you can specify that you need to print everything. You need to say if so basically $0 is basically to print everything. Okay, $1 is used to print the first column, $2 for second column. If you need to print everything, then you are using $0. If then you are saying if you find any duplicates in that, print it. Okay, then you need to specify the file name, that will be faces.txt. so this will basically print the duplicate lines. Okay, let's move to the next challenges. Okay, so it is saying the file random numbers.txt contain a list of 100 random integers. Okay, 100 random integers. Print the number of unique prime numbers. Okay, this is quite interesting. Prime numbers containing in the file. Okay, so how to do this prime numbers? Okay, let's do this challenge. So we need to print it. So we use a cat command. Then we need to specify a file name. Then you need to sort it. Then you need to print. You need to find the unique line. I don't need to find the duplicate line, so I'm using unique. Then there is one more argument or a command that is called factor. Then you are saying awk command nf, that will be basically used in this operations. And then you need to specify wc in the small letter, that wc, then -l. So what this means is that you need to you are specifying just cat random numbers.txt. Then you are sorting it out. Then you need to find a unique one, because whenever you need to find a prime numbers, you need to first sort it out, and then you need to find a unique one. You should not find a duplicate one, right? Okay, then you are using a factorization factors. Then you are saying that you need to print only the prime numbers. Then you are specifying awk. Then nf is basically saying that you need to print the last line, something like that. Okay, then you need to count the count the lines, then we need to give the output. So this will basically give the output as 12. So this is the exact output. Okay, let's go for the next challenges. Next challenges says that there is a access log 1 and access log 2 are HTTP server logs. So print the IP addresses common to both files. Okay, so it is nothing but you need to print the union. You need to print the union. So between these two files. So I use awk command. Then inside the single quotes, I'm specifying $1. So $1 will be the first column. Then I'm saying duplicates. Then I'm printing $1, which is unique, and then I'm specifying a file name which will be starting from access access dot log dot 1. I don't need to specify 1. If I need to if I specify 1, then it will consider only one file. I just need to specify start, that will be whole. If I press enter, this will basically print the exact output. You can see output here, I guess. Yeah, you can see output here. Okay, so I just cropped it. Okay, let's go for the next challenges. This will be the 35th challenges we are solving it. Okay, it says that print all matching lines in all files under the current directory that starting with access.log, where the next line contain the string 404. How to do this? This is quite complicated. Note that you will need to search recursively. This will be so complicated. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's use awk command. This will be more easy to understand. So awk command, then you are saying, then you need to find a 404 string, then you are printing it out. Okay, you need to printing it out x. Then you are saying x is equal to $0, and then you are saying find recursively. I'll explain this code, don't worry about that. Okay, so it is saying find a string called 404 and print it. But how do you print it? Where is x? I'm specifying x here. So x is equal to $0. As I told you, $0 will print everything. $1 will print column 1, $2 will print column 2, $3 will print column 3. But I'm saying x is equal to print everything. If you find any pattern called 404, then print it as x variable, and find everything that will be double star, and then you need to print we need to search for recursively to access.log file. Instead of a star, you can specify the file name as well, access.log. Then you can specify star, that will basically say everything, every files that will be starting with access.log. If you press enter, you will get the exact output. Now let's go for the next challenges. That will be print all the files with the .bin extensions in the current directory that are different than the file name base dot. So basically this question says that there is a base.bin file, except that you need to print remaining, so the output should be this one. How do you print that? So for this we actually we can use many things, but I'll say you how to use get the output using for loop. So for f and in t everything, that will be file name everything, then do cmp. So cmp is the new command which I will show you in the upcoming Linux series, and yes, we need to use, and we need to specify the file name that will be starting with base.bin. So I specify bas and star with everything. Then I'll say $f, then double quotes, then I'll say you need to echo it $f, then you will say done. So this will basically print the exact output which I need. Okay, let's jump into the next challenges. That will be there is a file like this. Okay, show its content on the screen. Hmm. For this, what do? You just copy this. Okay, just copy this and we just cat it, right? Just cat it, so we'll get the exact output. No, it does not work. So what to do for this? So we actually printing in the current directory, and this will be in the last. So need to leave a space in between that. Then we need to say double space. Then if I press enter, this will not give an output. So what to do? So for this we can use many commands, but I'll use find command. Find, and we are searching for a file, so I specify a type of file. Then we specify a name of a file, and which will be flag, which will be called flag, and which can start with anything, and in between it should contain flag, and it can end with anything. Then ex is execute, then cat command, that I am printing in double quotes, so I'm ending it in double quotes, then end it. So this will basically print that content which is inside this flag.txt. Okay, let's move for the next challenges. How many lines contains a tab character in the file named file with the tabs.txt? So if you need to see how many tabs are there, then we can use a grep command, then -p, then into double quotes we need to specify what we are searching for, then everything, then we need to specify wc, that will count the word count. So we'll get the we are having what 3 tabs. Let's say instead of using this grep instead of using this only grep, can we use tr command, which I showed you in the before? Yes, you can also use tr command. For that you need to specify tr, and we need to specify what we are searching for. Then you need to say what at, then we need to redirect the file, which is called file wi anything. So tabs, we need to say tabs.txt, then we need to grep it for c and what at. So this will basically all the tabs, number of tabs, and this will basically print how many tabs are there in the current file. Okay, let's jump into the next challenges. That will be, there are files in these challenges with different file extensions. Okay, let's say there are files in different file extensions. Remove all the file without the .txt and .extensions. So for this we can actually use find command. How to do that? So find, and then we need to specify a file f, but we are specifying a file name that will be anything .txt, but we are not including this file, so we need to say this symbol, we need to use this symbol, and then for searching next also we need to use this symbol, then name, and then in the double quotes we need to specify the second extension, and then we need to x, then remove v verbose, and we need to end this. So we actually using exclamatory mark, and we are saying not this file and not this file, print everything and just remove those. Print everything and just remove those. I'm using v because to verbose it. Verbose is nothing but to say I'm removing it. Okay, press enter, it will give the verbose output. Okay, so you can also do with this, and there is many things you can just try it out. There is many commands that you can just try to this. Okay, let's move to the 40th question. So there are some files in this directory that starts with a dash in the file name. Remove those dashes. Okay, so there is some files in the current directory, so I need to remove it. in the current directory slash there is dash in the current directory, then everything. So this will basically remove every dashes. I don't need to use the rm command, I need to use any other. You can also use find command. Then you need to specify a type, that will be file. Then you need to specify a name that has tab it will be starting with tab, then anything. Then you need to execute some operation, that will be a remove operation. Then you need to use verbose. Then you need to close this. So this will basically work same to rm command. Okay, so this will be the second command, that will be footy first command. Okay, let's start. So there are two files in this directory, so psef1 and psef2. Print the content of both files sorted by PID. Delete repeated lines. Okay, how to do that? So for this we actually need to first what we need to do, we need to cat those files that will be starting from ps, but there is two files, I need to specify star. Now I'm sorting this file, then I'm using k, that will be for position, and then n, then I'm printing the unique one. So this will basically print, you can see the output, I guess. Yeah, this will basically print the content of both files sorted by PID and delete repeated lines. If there is any duplicate lines, then it will obviously delete it. Okay. Instead of this, you can also use awk command. So you can use sort, and the k will be the position, and n, then you need to specify the file name, that will be starting from ps, ef, and anything. Okay, then you can use awk command. Then inside the single quote, you need to specify if if not seen, $0 will be everything, then plus if there is any duplicates, then ignore that and just print. This will also give the no such file or directory. Okay, let me just remove this. Okay. Oh, sorry, I need to go here. Okay, I need to go here, then I need to press enter. Yeah, this will basically give the exact answer. So because I was doing in other challenges, so I was not getting an output. Okay, so we are come to an end of this was part 2 challenges. There is part 3 and part 4 also. I'll be doing that. Okay, so in this challenge, we need to in the current directory there is a file called netstat.out. So in the current directory there is called netstat.out file, but we need to print all the IPv4, and that will internet protocol version 4 for listing ports sorted by higher to lower. So that will be so difficult one. So this is the 42nd challenge, so this is the difficult one. Okay, let's solve this. We can use awk command. Then we need to specify that we are using TCP. Then we are searching for what in the current, and we are searching for listen, LIST, listen, and anything that will be in the end, and we are saying that print that, and it should be a small letter, print, and that will be in the 4th column. Then net stat anything, because there is many files called netstat.out. Okay, so I'm specifying star, then I say awk -f for the field, and f I'm specifying print $2, and then I need to, as they said, you need to sort it out. I need to use sort and nr, n means number and r means recursively. So this will give the exact output. So thank you guys. I'll thank you for having that much patience to watch this part 1 and part 2. So there will be a part 3 coming up next day, I guess. Part 3 and part 4 coming up. So in that I'll solve these two. So this is we are actually in this part. I need to go. If I click this, I'll go for the next challenge, and if I click this, I'll go for the next challenge. So there is part 3 and part 4, and thank you for watching.